Hello everyone, I am here at Epcot in the fabulous American exhibit, and I'm here with Mr. Kinsey with the newly released Kinsey collection of African American artifacts that span almost more than 400 years of these things. Mr. Kinsey, can you tell us how you all got started in acquiring these treasures?
Well, one of the things, back when our son Khalil was in the 3rd grade, he had a history report, family history report, and we couldn't go back but a couple generations. So we knew that there was a lot missing in our background. The more we looked at it, the more we knew that we didn't know. And we had a fortuitous gift of an 1832 bill of sale of a young man in Alabama that really changed my life, because what it was saying basically that one person owned another person. So I began this quest of reading about our history, American history, and I discovered all these remarkable people that have done so much and got so little credit. And that started us collecting, and 35 years later we have about 400 pieces that we have collected, and it starts with $15.95, so the collection spans 420 years.
It's amazing.
Of American history, and we have like the Emancipation Proclamation, we have Phyllis Wheatley's first book, the first cookbook written by an African American. Literally almost every aspect of the historical record you can think about.
The artifacts are just amazing. One of the things that really struck me is that you have so many pieces of art of landscapes by African American artists, lithographs, and so forth, which is really different. Most people think of a lot of painters paint actual individuals, but here you have a lot of landscapes.
Well, you have landscapes because in the 19th century, landscapes were done because that was the photograph of the area that the artist was sharing with who purchased the painting. In other words, without paintings, you wouldn't know what the West looked like. You wouldn't know the rivers and the mountains and the streams and the valleys and the desert. So that's where that came from. And think about it, in the 19th century, no one was buying, quote, black art. Black art didn't exist. Matter of fact, the black consciousness didn't exist until 1922 when the Harlem Renaissance got started.
That's true.
So black people painted what people would buy, which was still life, portraitures, and landscape. And here at Epcot, you will see 5 of those artists, all African Americans, that made a living painting in the 19th century.
And in addition to many of the paintings, you also have sculptures too.
Oh yeah, what we have tried to do is manuscript books, documents, letters, 2- and 3-dimensional art that span this 420-year history. And I will assure you, if you come to Epcot and look at the Kinsey collection here at the American Heritage Gallery, it'll change your thinking about American history and African American contributions, because we know that much of what has been written was written from a viewpoint that didn't include African Americans. So what we are saying is that African Americans not only mattered, but we contributed, and that contribution is what we want to make sure that everybody knows about.
Well, absolutely. If you want to learn more about this fantastic collection here at Epcot, check out the links below and be sure to visit us at Mommy's Minivan Monologues. Thank you so much, Mr. Kinsey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.